Have you ever picked up your phone for just 1 minute and somehow 45 minutes disappeared? You weren't even enjoying it. You weren't relaxing. But somehow you couldn't stop. I used to think I had no discipline. I blamed myself for being lazy. I thought my brain was broken. Then I discovered something surprising. Maybe the problem wasn't me. Maybe my attention was being trained by everything around me. So I ran a simple 7-day experiment. No expensive course, no productivity apps, just a few small changes. By day 7, focusing felt easier than it had in years. Here's exactly what happened. Day 1. The first thing I noticed was how often I reached for my phone without thinking. Not because I needed it, but because my brain expected another hit of something new. A notification, a short video, or a random message. I wasn't making a decision. I was following a habit. So I added one simple rule. Before unlocking my phone, I had to ask myself, why am I opening my phone right now? That tiny pause changed everything. Half the time, I put my phone back in my pocket. Day 2. I realized my mornings were destroying the rest of my day. The first thing my brain saw every morning was social media. That meant my brain got excitement before it got purpose. So I made one change. For the first 30 minutes after waking up, I didn't touch my phone. Instead, I drank water, stretched, and planned my day. It felt uncomfortable at first, but after a few days, my mind felt noticeably calmer, and I wasn't chasing distractions every few minutes. Day 3. I stopped trying to focus for hours. Instead, I focused for just 20 minutes. No phone, no notifications, just one task. When the timer ended, I took a short break. Suddenly, starting work didn't feel impossible anymore, because my brain wasn't afraid of a huge commitment. It only had to survive 20 minutes. Day 4. This was the hardest day. I noticed that every tiny interruption had a cost. One message, one notification, one quick scroll. Then it took several minutes just to focus again. So I turned off almost every notification. For the first time, silence became normal. My brain finally had room to think. Day 5. Instead of checking my phone whenever I felt bored, I let myself stay bored. It sounds strange, but boredom is where focus begins. When your brain stops expecting constant entertainment, simple work becomes interesting again. Most people never experience this because they escape boredom the moment it appears. Day 6. I looked back at the week. My work was getting done faster. Reading felt easier. Even conversations became more engaging. Nothing magical had happened. I had simply stopped feeding my brain endless distractions. Day 7. By the final day, I wasn't forcing myself to focus anymore. It started happening naturally. That's when I learned the biggest lesson. Attention isn't something you're born with. It's something you train. Every notification, every scroll, and every unnecessary distraction either strengthens your focus or slowly steals it. If you want better attention, don't start with more motivation. Start by making distractions a little harder and focus a little easier. Because the quality of your attention will eventually become the quality of your life. So here's a challenge. For the next 7 days, before you unlock your phone, ask yourself one simple question. Why am I opening this? Try it, and then come back and tell me what changed.